I like so like many people when they have to do a presentation, I experience verbal and nonverbal anxieties when I'm trying to do any type of presentation. Some of the ones that I actually have for me specifically is like blushing. I tend to blush a lot when I'm trying to do a presentation. Also, my eye contact. I kind of tend to look around everywhere when I try to presentate. I know that's not really good, but that's one of my nonverbal anxieties that I have. Also, some of the verbal anxieties I have are vocal fillers. I tend to use a lot of uhs, and also empty words. Like is another one that I use when trying to do any type of presentation. Also, another thing is my vocal quality kind of decreases. More specifically, my speaking rate. With that, my speaking rate. The reason why I think my speaking rate kind of changes is because I'm trying to gather my thoughts. So when I'm trying to do any type of presentation, it tends to be a little bit slower because I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Also, back to nonverbal anxieties, a lot of body movement, kind of sway around when I'm trying to do a presentation. And when I was younger too, I used to get red, but now that I'm older, I don't get red anymore, which is kind of weird. I don't know why. Uh, so yeah, so as I try to overcome some of these verbal and nonverbal anxiety, some of the methods that I try to implement and that were in the book were outlines. I think outline is a great way for doing a presentation because it kind of make the presentation more structured. So it's not doesn't seem like everything's all over the place. Also, with note cards, I believe that's a good one to use. I think putting the outline onto the note cards will be very helpful. But I think you should like very limited put stuff on the note card because you don't want to read off the note card. It's not monotone, and it's not like you're reading from a script because nobody really wants to listen to somebody reading from a script if they're not really good at that. Unless you're an actor, I guess. But yeah. Also, another thing was being silent. Uh, I try to do that sometimes, but uh, I feel like silence. For me personally, I feel like the whole presentation will be silence as I try to gather my thoughts. So I could try to use that, but I would try to use it sparingly. Another thing was using, or when you're speaking to people, like the volume of your voice to speak to the person in the back of the room, so that way you know that you're speaking louder, and also looking at the back of the room to give the illusion of eye contact. I think that was a really good one. So those are some of the things that some of the methods that I believe that are pretty good when trying to do any type of presentation. But I think like many things in life, you need to practice and keep doing it over it again. That way, you can kind of get better at doing something. And for this specifically, I think practicing and doing it over and over again, it will help with any type of presentation I'm about to give or will give in the future.